Hi, Rich Munson from the Tensoku Group, the organization that defines and manages the art of Tensoku Group, here to introduce the Pinan Sandan Kata. This is the third of 5 Pinan Katas. Students who are working towards their orange belt will learn this as the final Pinan Kata in their current rank. Once they've achieved the orange belt, then they will, of course, learn the final 2 versions of this form. We'll do the form for you 2 times so you can see it from different angles. So here's the first performance of Pinan Sandan. The Pinan Sandan form often seems strange to people when they first encounter it, so let's go over a few of the odd things in this form. The first is the raising and lowering of the feet during the first blocking sequence. That's used to manipulate the opponent during both rising and settling sequences in that movement. The behind the back hand placement assumes someone is holding your hand in a fixed location. They've grabbed your arm, so you have to move around this fixed position till your hand is placed in your lower back. The Mawashi Geri, Mawashi Impi Uke, Urakenzuki sequence might possibly be striking or blocking with a kick, and then blocking or manipulating the opponent with the elbow. The Urakenzuki might contact the torso or the head, depending on whether the Mawashi Impi Uke make contact above or below the elbow joint. This form offers a lot of opportunity to consider unusual circumstances, employ more advanced sequences, and experiment with different concepts. It's a fun form that offers you a lot of opportunity, so enjoy. Now begin the longer and more detailed version of instruction for this form. You'll see that this is a fairly short form. It doesn't take very long to go through it all. But I'm going to begin by turning my back on you. I don't want to be rude, but if I turn my back, you'll see that some of the more critical aspects of this form are more readily apparent to you. So, excuse me for being rude, but I'm going to turn my back on you and begin the form facing directly behind me. So here we go, let's get started. Begin with an opening salutation. As I go along, I may repeat portions of the movement just for emphasis so that you can see what I'm doing, but usually when I do that, there's only one of those, not the 3 or 4 you'll see me perhaps do. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn to angle 3, and I'll be in Kokutsudachi, and I'll deliver an Ura Chudan Uke block toward angle 3. So here we go with that part. Now I'm going to step forward, bring my feet together, and deliver Ura Chudan Uke and Geidan Uke, or Geidan Barai, concurrently twice towards angle 3. So here we go with that. So there's once, and there's twice. Now you may notice that I'm kind of moving my feet as I do this, and that's to add additional emphasis, torque, and manipulation to those blocks. So if somebody's standing there, it's designed to move them a little bit without shifting my structure too much. But I only do normally 2 of those, so as I step forward, I'm going to go 1, 2. So now I step back and do the same thing on the opposite side. So Kokutsudachi, Ura Chudan Uke. Now I'll step forward and do the Ura Chudan Uke block and the Geidan Barai block, this time all to angle 4. Now I'll turn back to angle 1, and I'm going to do a reinforced or morite Ura Geidan Ura Chudan Uke to angle 1, and I'll be in Kokutsudachi. So that's this. From here I'm going to do downward shote uchi. So I'm blocking downward. So somebody maybe kicked or grabbed and I'm pushing their hand or their leg down. And then I'll step forward into Zenkutsudachi and strike with a spear hand strike, basically this strike straight ahead. I'm now going to step forward into Jujidachi, and the concept here is that somebody has grabbed my hand, so I'm over here like this. Somebody's grabbed my hand and they're holding it, so I can't really move it. So I'm going to leave it in position and kind of step around behind it. So that's what you'll see here. So they grab my hand, I'll leave my hand there, step in Jujidachi, slide back, allow the hand to come behind my back. And as I do that, I'll strike in Kibidachi. I'll strike with Tetsui Uchi to angle 1, trying to impact that opponent. Now I'll step forward and strike with a Kinzuki to angle 1. And this will be in Tensoku. Now it starts to get interesting. So now I step back and I adopt what you might call the Superman pose. And at this point I'm going to pause for just a brief second and then deliver Mikazuki Geri towards angle 2. I'll step forward into Kibidachi, and I'll block with a Mawashi Impiuchi, or a rotating circular elbow block. And so all that looks like this. Now I'm going to strike with Ota Kinzuki and bring it right back. I'll do the same thing on the other side. I'll do it one more time, but this time the hand won't come back. This allows me to now maybe grab an opponent or manipulate them somehow. Step forward into Zenkusudachi, strike with Kinzuki to angle 2. Step forward, bring my feet together. Step to angle 3 in Kibidachi, and I'm elbow strike and over the shoulder strike here. Turn to the right. Same thing on the other side. My feet come together. Yoi. And a final bow. So you can see this form's a little different, a little odd. Superman pose, funky elbow block, thing behind your back. It's got a lot of different movements to it. But, hopefully it's causing you to think a little bit about how you might employ these different sequences of movement in different situations. And that's the fundamental benefit of a kata. You start to understand different ways you might think, move, behave, and consider opportunities. And so this form's pretty good at that. It's a much shorter form than the first two, has a slightly different pattern across the floor. But overall, this is a pretty clean, interesting, and mentally challenging, if not physically challenging form. So I hope you were able to get a lot out of it, and thank you for watching.